Welcome back to Forever My Daddy. This is MJ. Today I just want to talk a little bit about grandparents. FMD Grand focuses on the grandparents. Grandparents play such an important role in the lives of our children. And it's unfortunate we forget how many grandparents are unable to be the grandparent that they really want to be because of the roadblocks we see in our society, especially when you're talking about the mother or father of a son or daughter who's alienated against and are unable to spend the time, quality time with their children. I want to share a letter with you. This was back November 24th, 2002, where my mother wrote a letter to me where she said, "Dearest Michael, as I sit here with my dearest friend Mel, she was really sick after surgery for a brain aneurysm at the time. One of the things we're talking about is counting our blessings in life. And I can honestly say that one of the biggest blessings in my life is having you as my son." And when I told that to Mel, tears came to her eyes, and she said that you are one of her blessings too. Now let me interject. I have a brother, and my mother says the same thing about my brother as well. So I gotta mention that, because if he hears this, he's gonna be like, where's my letter? But this is 2002. Continuing on from the note that my mother wrote to me, she said, "I know tomorrow you're going to court, and I'll be praying for you." So at that time, I was going through the divorce hearing and trying to spend time with my sons, just to give you a little background. And she says, "Your sons have been the ones who've been hurt the most in this custody and visitation case. To have a father like you and not be able to spend time on a regular basis with you is so tragic!" It breaks my heart to see what you've had to endure just to try to be with your children and to be a part of their lives. One day your sons will be with you. I'm just so sorry it hasn't been sooner. I just don't understand the laws and the court system. How can anyone deny two sons time with their father? A father who is so devoted and so exceptional. I don't understand. All these years that the boys have missed spending valuable time with you is so senseless. Being an educator and working with young children for the last 33 years, I always believe that all things are done in the best interest of the children. Well, that is a joke when it comes to the legal system. The system is unjust and unfair. I often think of the times when you were growing up and we would joke and talk about when you have kids and I would be a grandmother and all the things we would do. We never dreamed of this nightmare." And she says, "Don't be discouraged by all that has happened. None of us has the answer as to why life is so unfair. You are an adult and somehow will be able to cope. But I only hope and pray that your sons will not be emotional victims in all this. So many people ask about them and are praying for them. They deserve to be with you as much as possible under smooth, non-chaotic circumstances. I miss the boys. I hope that I will be able to communicate with them regularly, that I can call them or send cards and gifts to their home without hassle. Anyway, hang in there. You and the boys will see each other regularly and under different circumstances. We must believe this. You are in my prayers. Love, Mom." This is a grandparent speaking. She's just as affected as I am, or I have been. But again, this is not uncommon. This is very common. The stories are out there. On the newsletter, we put a featured story. We're going to add other things to this webinar to just share the story, because we have to help others so they don't go through this, because this is a horrible thing to go through. And there must be ways in order to pull down those roadblocks so fathers can be fathers and grandparents can be grandparents and spend the time with their grandchildren or their children. So anyway, look out for the next newsletter. Let's chat again. Thanks for joining our world. This is MJ. Ciao.